Hi boys and girls. So I've got the flour sack cloths for you for the towels, and I'm going to show you how to create a print using your printing plate for your Linocut prints, some fabric inks, and your brayer to create a pattern on your towel. Now these are quite large, and I did a lot of prints. You don't have to do quite as many if you don't want to. You could space yours out a little bit more, but I did quite a few. I did little olives. I did some yellow tone ones, some purple tone ones, and some olive green ones, and I created this by mixing colors. I'm going to show you a tutorial in just a second so that you can do the same thing if you are making one of these towels. So I wanted to show you a couple of other types of plates that you can get that are almost the same as the one that you're using. The difference is the one you're using is a lot thinner and it's less flexible. It's a lot more rigid. Whereas these ones are kind of more rubbery. This one's called the Easy Cut. And you can see it's like a lot more flexible. And then this one's called Speedy Carve. This is probably the best one to get. And that one's a lot more soft. It's a lot more flexible. It's a lot easier to carve, I think, than the ones that we have. So I'm gonna use the blue one. Oh, the Easy Cut one. And I'm gonna start drawing a new design that I'm gonna use to print on my flour sack cloth. So I'm going to mix my colors together with the brayer. Now that I have this in there, I'm going to use a ruler to get it off so that it doesn't contaminate the paint or the ink. Alright, now that that's mixed, I'm going to take a clean tray, put my stamp, and roll my stamp. And now I'm ready to print this on my cloth area. So the first one I'll do here, and just keep it still. Press it down if you want. You could use a clean brayer just to press it, but you don't really need to. It's actually maybe a little harder to do than just pressing with your hands. Once that's done, you're gonna peel it off, and there's my print. Now I don't really want to do ghost printing with this because I want my colors to come out really nice and saturated. I'm just gonna roll another coat, roll it on my stamp. And I'll do it in a different direction this time. And I'm going to peel it off. And that came out a bit darker. So I'm just going to keep going with this process. Oh, so that actually, which I didn't realize that would happen, which is fine, took some of the texture from the bag underneath. It doesn't look like it's bleeding through though, so I'm gonna eliminate the bag. You guys can eliminate the bag. What I wanna do is I wanna try to line this back up so that I can get rid of that line. So if I line up the corners, okay. But if it has two registers, I won't be mad. Let's see. There we go. That's quite a lot better. So notice this almost looks dry. It looks like I hardly have any ink left, which it is seeming to dry out, but I can still grab some ink left. Like I don't have it to be like really visibly wet. You can still see it's working totally well. And that way I'm not going to be wasting ink when I go to my next color. Like I can keep what I have in my tray, use it until it actually does start coming out a lot more faded. Now there's something under here. Oh, it's that. That'll probably happen to you then if you go over this texture. So if you have anything underneath, like if you're using the mats underneath, which you should be, just make sure that you're over a smooth area. Like you're not going over a seam where two poster things overlap. Make sure it's totally, totally smooth, because anything underneath it's gonna show. Now you can see here too where some of the edges didn't get carved out. So I think I'm actually gonna take my tool, my carving tool, and eliminate those edges. Now I want to make sure I don't have any of those shavings underneath, because then they'll leave a texture and I don't want that. Oh no. So right here is where the erasures are underneath. The mess is showing. Okay, boys and girls, so you just saw the tutorial. Now, if you create one of these, one thing that you need to remember is that the inks need to set for 1 week before you can wash them and start to use your towel. So what that's called is curing, and that means that the ink will be permanent on your towel. So you have to wait 1 week from today, or when you finish making your towel, to launder your towel, and then you can start using it. Okay, that's it, and good luck and have fun.